We feel very cutting edge this morning because, as you can tell, we have left the studio and we have headed over to the newest outpatient surgery center, part of Center for Sports Medicine. They have been thinking about this for some time, how it will benefit their patients, and they've been kind enough to invite us out this morning to get a sneak peek, talking with one of the surgeons and medical directors, Dr. Chad Smalley. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Julie, and welcome to our surgery center.
We have had a chance to take a tour, and this is very impressive.
Thank you. We couldn't be more excited about it.
From the minute you walk in, I hope this is okay to say, it feels very welcoming, very open, but it feels a little bit like you're peering into the future
Yeah.
when you walk into the lobby. And that really is the intent here, is you're wanting your patients to have the best now, but y'all are already looking ahead to what the future will bring to give that to your patients as well.
Yes, that's exactly right. I mean, our plan is to start doing outpatient surgery here, but with medicine, everything grows, everything improves, and so we built a facility with that in mind. Yes.
You have grown. I mean, not you personally, but the center, Center for Sports Medicine has grown. And every time I'm talking with one of the doctors here on the show, it seems like there's something new you're adding, a new technology that y'all can bring, or new doctors coming in. This change of bringing the outpatient center out here to Tyner Road in the East Brainerd area was the surgeon's desire. Y'all collectively wanted this.
That's right. We've had a lot of say in it, and we watched our population growth in Chattanooga has increased quite a bit. And along with that, there's been a demand for outpatient surgical procedures. And so along with that, and we've maxed out at our current facility, it became readily evident to us that our community, I think, needed a larger, more state-of-the-art ambulatory surgery center that could really allow us to service the needs of the community.
You've been here since 2006.
That's right.
Well, I can go back that far too. And the idea of outpatient surgery was a little bit new. Now it's the norm for so many procedures.
It is. And we've seen a shift there, and we credit a lot of that to improvements in surgical technique and technology, but also a nod to our anesthesia colleagues. A lot of the quality of anesthesia with the peripheral nerve blocks and the perioperative pain control, that's really allowed us to send these patients home with more comfort and less pain. So
let's talk about that quality. When we walk through the doors and they begin to give us the tour, I was really not prepared for what I saw. You have made this to be as accessible to as many people as possible. I mean, you're hoping all of your surgeons can be taking part here on a pretty regular basis. Lots of beds.
That's right. Geographically, we go all the way up into Athens and all the way down into North Georgia, and so we have satellite offices all over. But our goal is to have this kind of common central location where all of our patients from the surrounding Chattanooga region can really come to this one location to really have the best quality of orthopedic outpatient care.
I have been in the McCauley office before, and it's like,
right?
It is, yes, it's like its own little metropolis when you walk in, like its own city. But one of the things I enjoy when I'm there is watching, I guess, the chemistry really of your staff that is there. That same thing is going to be true here with the nurses and the surgeons and the techs. They're all going to have to know the inner workings quite well.
That's right. It's truly a team effort, and so that's what brings me confidence that this is going to be a success, because I've seen our team, everybody from administration to check-in to physical therapy. I mean, everybody has to work together, along with the surgeons, of course, but
physical therapy is a big part of orthopedic surgery. So this will be just the outpatient surgery center, or will physical therapy be housed here too?
Correct. This is just the outpatient surgical facility, and we have physical therapy clinics at each one of our satellite offices. So.
Within your practice, you specialize in knee and shoulder.
That's right.
Not everyone who comes to you, however, will be a candidate for an outpatient procedure. You're not making everything a day procedure.
Well, hopefully we treat conservatively and we avoid surgery altogether, but there's always going to be a role for inpatient surgery, of course, and we have a great relationship and we'll maintain that with CHI Memorial in Park Ridge. But for the right candidate for our surgeries that do need an outpatient setting, this is the perfect location for that.
You gave a great answer that probably made a lot of people listen much more closely. And we have been talking about the beauty of this place and how comforting it's going to be when people do come here. And yet you don't want this to be the first recommendation that you give to a patient. So they're going to need to walk hand in hand with their doctor for a while before making the decision for surgery.
That's right. We always go through that process. Yeah. I mean, if you look at the ladder of least invasive to most invasive, we always start down here. Ultimately, some complicated issues and pathologies need surgery. And that's our goal as surgeons, is to kind of figure out who those people are and who would benefit from that procedure.
On the outpatient surgeries, that's everything from knee and hip replacements, shoulder too, like rotator cuff surgeries.
That's right. All of our arthroscopic surgery, all of our upper extremity surgery, foot and ankle surgery, but the ones people don't think about necessarily as outpatient, joint replacement. So that includes shoulder, hip, knee, even ankle replacements. And then for the right candidate, for the healthy patient, even spine surgery. We're going to be doing that in this very facility.
Well, so if someone is watching this and they have a doctor they're currently seeing at one of your locations for Center for Sports Medicine, if they have had a surgery scheduled, you're opening in July here, they're going to just move right out here to this location, nothing they have to do, right?
That's right. This is the new location. We'll be doing all of our outpatient surgery at this facility moving forward.
I guess what my takeaway is, and yours will be too, I'm sure, when you come here or when you watch it this morning, is the investment you're making in the community. That's what this is really all about for you.
That's what it's about.
Thank you for the tour.
No problem.
And best of luck on opening day.
You got the first sneak peek.
I'm glad to have gotten it. So here is where they are now. The new location is on Tyner Road, just off of Lee Highway. In the East Brainerd area. You will not come here unless you need to come here, but when you do, if you should, you'll be very glad you're in such capable hands. And if you are looking for a connection with a surgeon and you want to reach out to Center for Sports Medicine, there's their contact information there on your screen. As you heard Dr. Smalley say, 11 locations, including satellites, around the viewing area. Thank you.
Thank you.